right, welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. In tonight's episode, we're joined by the five-star athlete herself, Ruthie Jay. From Haiti to Miami, to the NWA, to CCW, and all across the indie wrestling scene, she shows the world what real hustle, heart, and hunger looks like. She's got power, pride, and passion. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on. Ruthie Jay, the gold standard, the five-star athlete, la mujer más increíble en el ring. Hey, Ruthie.
Okay. Hi.
How are you?
I didn't think it could get worse. I didn't.
Did it get worse? I thought it
didn't think
it got worse
could.
every time.
I was so wrong. Man.
I thought you did that on purpose. I don't know. Because it was sounding good the first time.
Okay, well, hi, Ruthie. How are you?
Welcome everybody to Primos for Life.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, we're good. We're
Sorry.
good. Go ahead, Ariel.
I'll behave. I'm sorry. No. I'll behave myself. I'm very sorry. Hi, Ruthie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Serious face on. Sorry. We want to thank you for taking your time to join us this evening. We know that your time is precious and valuable, and you could be doing so many other things right now than talking to two jabronis, one of which is really off key when he sings. But thank you for taking the time to sit with us. And, we always like to tell people that we like to kind of pull the curtain back, and a lot of the reasons we do the interviews, because we want people to learn about the people behind the larger than life characters, the wrestlers, and just the business itself. So for you to take a little bit of your time and give it to us and kind of help do that and inform, the people around there, we truly wholeheartedly and humbly appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. No, and Ruthie, also, I just want to add on top of that besides an amazing song that I just rocked out for you, I just want to let our primos and primas know, which we call our listeners, just to know more about you in the sense of like how amazing you are, not just in the ring, right? Because I've had the privilege of seeing you, at shows like CCW. I saw you against Diamante, fantastic match. And then I ran into you in New Jersey, and you had an incredible match with the Notorious Mimi there. And it was just fantastic watching you work in person, but then not just in the ring, but seeing you and how you behave and how you act with the fans outside of the ring, really making time for everybody, for pictures, for autographs, for, a conversation, just even a big old hug. When I ran into you and when we were talking, I felt like I've known you for years. So thank you so much for being so personable and so amazing at these shows and really bringing that experience to the next level. So thank you, for real. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
High praise, Eddie. Very nice. Very nice.
Hey,
nicely put for once.
Right. But with that being said, Primo, go ahead and give Ruthie the rundown of our show and what we're here to do.
Sure. Not a problem. Ruthie, real quick, as I said, we do. I want to pull back the curtain, but we also do everything kind of just, we have a real quick outline that we do. We call it our staple question sandwich. We open and end with the same two questions, no matter who we're interviewing, talent, friends, ring announcers, all, people, whoever's nice enough to come give us a little bit of their time. So that being said, Eddie and I'm just going to, fastball some questions at you, hit back whatever you can, and, we can go from there.
All righty, let's go.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Right.
All right. So the staple question that we always, start off with is, what is your first core memory of wrestling? Because a lot of people have different categories in this. Some people, for me, it's more of just a kind of an amalgam of moments of sitting with my grandfather watching lucha libre on Univision in the Bronx. Eddie remembers, the debut of Kane against The Undertaker, ripping the cage door off, and that's got to be Kane. What was your first core memory of seeing wrestling and just being like, oh, whoa, like, what is this?
My first memory was like when I was really young. I would say about like 4 years old. Um, I would
Oh,
say my babysitter put on wrestling, and the first thing I saw was The Undertaker and Booker T in the ring on like SmackDown, because I think SmackDown back then was like on a channel where you didn't need cable, and we didn't have cable, so
it was on Channel 9. It was on Channel 9.
UPN 9, yeah.
UPN,
UPN
there we
9.
go. That was the channel. That was a good channel too, but it was on that
Love the
channel, so
UPN.
I
Love the
remember
UPN.
loved it. But okay, memories. But
Dude.
I remember watching it when I was like so young and seeing it for the first time, and I was like deadly afraid of The Undertaker. Like that man scared the living piss out of me when I first saw him. Mind you, I was like 4 or 5 years old seeing somebody, and like my parents, I was like screaming for them to check under my bed. Is like The Undertaker gonna get me? Crying to my sister because we shared a bed. Like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Like I annoyed her because she didn't want to sleep in the same bed as me because I'm crying. Like, ugh. I was a menace as a child because The Undertaker scared the hell out of me.
That's
Yeah, well, I mean, he was doing his job, that's what did it for me with
Exactly. I
Canes.
appreciate it now.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, yeah. Now that you're in the business, and you have to sell that character, and you need the people to believe and to feel and to fear, in this particular case, what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now I get it when I'm 25.
So
Right.
Ruthie, just fast forwarding a little, in regards to your wrestling journey, some of the things that we came across was that you've represented, your cultural background, right? Your Haiti and Miami roots, right? Now, our question is, how has that heritage shaped your drive and in-ring style? Is there a connection there? Do you try to steer clear from that, or do you embrace it? Can you walk us through that?
Honestly, I don't have Miami roots, I would say, because I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, but I
Mm,
did, I was born in Haiti and I came here when I was like 4, like South Florida. And I do implement that because like I tell people like once I came from, Haiti, I didn't know any English. So one of the few things I did enjoy watching that other people enjoyed watching was wrestling that I could also, enjoy with them without having to know the language. So I always
mm.
say like wrestling and Sesame Street and all those kid shows, but mostly wrestling because I just wanted to know what they were like fighting about. Like help me like ought to learn English.
Right,
So, and I
right.
also implement that in like, if you don't know, like Haitians, like are one of a kind, first Black
Yeah.
Republic. Like they're tough people. So, and I always say like Haitians are tough as hell, tough as nails. And for this industry, you need tough skin, like thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, in a business where the sole idea is to be number one,
Yeah,
you have to have thick skin because people will do whatever they can or need to try and get over. I mean, as you can attest to, probably on a daily basis, something you have to deal with.
of course.
Yeah.
It's dog eat dog world.
Yeah.
Not gonna say it this time.
Oh yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
So Ruthie, um, piggybacking off the first question that I asked you in terms of that core moment that you have, um, what was or is there, or was it more, once again, an amalgam of things, was just kind of a coming together of the moment where you decided that you wanted to actually be a professional wrestler, where you said, this is something that I want to do? What was the genesis of this?
I would say nothing in particular, like when I first saw it, because like I saw it so young and like it helped me like see something that intrigued me, I would say, because when I saw it, I was just so enamored with everything I saw. So I watched it throughout my whole life. Like I never grew out of the phase like, oh, I'm too cool for wrestling. Like, oh, wrestling's for kids.
Mm,
Like,
Nice.
like a lot of people like grow out of
Nice.
that stage where they're not fans anymore because it's just like, the wonder or like the magic behind wrestling kind of
Yep.
dies the older you get. So, like, the older I got, of course, I got more know-with-all, like wherewithal, like about wrestling because, you get more common sense, but I still enjoyed wrestling. So once I got older and I was like, okay, I don't enjoy college. Let me see if I could try something new. I decided to try wrestling and I was like, the worst thing that can happen. I always say this. I said the worst thing that can happen is I suck.
Right. Right. I mean, and if that's the case, then at least you know. And to have that knowledge, once again, you can decide if you want to do something else or move forward if you don't suck, which obviously you didn't, and that's why you are here where you are.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope I
Man,
don't suck because I don't know. You never
you
know.
don't. No, you
I never try to believe my own shit. Like people will tell you you're great because they want to fuck you. I don't know.
You're not wrong.
No, you truly are great. I mean, the matches that I've seen, very impressive. I mean, even to pull back the curtain, if you don't mind me sharing this, in worst case, I could always cut it out. But even in our conversation after your match with Mimi, like, what was one of the first things I asked you, right? I said, you know, how did you guys know? And you were like, we just knew. We barely said, two or three things to each other. But as a fan, I wouldn't have known that. I'm thinking you guys are communicating the whole time. I'm thinking this and that, but you guys are such pros that the fact that you only said one or two things and were able to put a banger of a match like that says a lot. You're fantastic in the ring, believe me. So Ruthie, can you tell us about your training with Gangrel and what are like some of the biggest lessons that he's taught you that still kind of stick with you today? Because, in our research, we saw that, he played a very important role in your training coming into this business.
Yes, he did because the person that trains you plays a huge role in wrestling because they train you. It's like it's hard to unlearn bad habits. So with
Mm,
training with Gangrel when I started at 19, like he was very like military based training. Like everything had to be this or his way or go home because his way
Right.
was right. And he knows what it takes to be in the big leagues. So if you don't want to be there, leave. Like he had his own school at the time called Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. It's no longer around, but he used to run it like a boot camp, like military based style, like running drills, running matches, 3 rings. We had it good. We really did. But it got cut down. And then now he's with CCW, like, he's still a phenomenal coach, he's still doing his thing now at a new facility, like, Gangrel is the top coach outside of the WWE Performance Center.
yeah. Wow.
High
High
praise.
praise.
High praise. High
Oh, and
praise. I
the
mean, that's
question that I now remember I wanted to answer was what the biggest lesson he taught me was, "The journey is the jewel," like, enjoy the journey because, like, everybody's fighting to get something, everybody's trying to reach something, and they don't appreciate, like, what they're doing now, like, enjoy these
yeah.
moments now because, like, that's something that you'll always remember trying to get there, the now.
Right. I mean,
Wow.
that's a lot of people say that they say the journey's a lot of times better than the end of the story
Yeah.
Exactly.
because it's all what got you to that moment in time. It was everything that kind of helped shape and mold to get you to that end moment. So yeah, that's I mean once again from someone who's been in the top of the leagues, of this business, for
Yeah.
someone to impart that kind of wisdom and knowledge is that's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
wow. Now, so you've trained under Gangrel, and you've wrestled across so many different federations. We AEW Dark, you did CCW, NWA, TNA, and you started very very young, as you said, 19 when you were training with Gangrel. How would you describe your evolution from the 19-year-old who walked into his what was the name of it, the asylum?
Mhm.
Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum.
Who walked into Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum to the Ruthie Jay who sits before us today.
She's a lot more mature, I'll tell you that, like, I was a teenager when I started, and so I was
No, what? More
immature.
mature than you were at 19?
Yes. I was immature, I just I matured a lot with wrestling, and of course, it taught me things in and outside of the ring that I implement now. Like, life's not fair, but what are you gonna do? Cry about it? It's like kind of like wrestling.
Mm.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
somebody you don't feel like deserve this opportunity gets the opportunity that you feel you deserve. What are you gonna do? Cry about it? What is that gonna do for you? Kind of like life. So like
right.
Yeah.
doing things like that and then implementing that in my real life has kinda helped me grow as a person, so a lot of people can either let wrestling help you grow or it can, like, make you become the worst version of yourself.
Wow, nicely put.
Yeah,
That's yeah, that's great. That is truly succinctly put. We've heard a lot of people echo that same point, but to put it like that is beautifully done.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. I should write a book.
you, sh- you should.
So, so now, Ruthie, to segue to the next question, right? You've shared the ring with a lot of very notable names, right? Um, so we always like to ask the talent this type of question. Who would you say has pushed you the hardest in the ring so far?
I have 3 names, okay, on, like, different
Mm,
stages of my career. One, the
okay.
first person I would say is Kylan King because she pushed me far when I was, like, very young and early in my career. The
Mhm.
second person is La Rosa Negra. I love her so much, Black Rose. She pushed me to, like, do things, like, outside of just in the ring bases, like, my first, like, hardcore, like, false count anywhere match was with her, and she pushed me to the limit, like, that girl's tough. And the third person is
No.
Lindsay Page because I had, like, a match with her for the NWA World Women's Championship, and she was, like, on that, like, she was, like, full blown championship mode, hitting me with her best strikes, like, she hit me so hard, I was like, "Okay, I guess we're hitting hard now," like, she really pushed me, like, "Okay, this is a championship match that a lot of people are gonna see in a arena nonetheless," so it's like, you have to make
Mhm.
everything bigger so people can see, and, like, all 3 of my opponents hit hard and went hard, and, like, every move they did went hard, so I couldn't half-ass anything.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if someone's giving you 100%, for you to not give that back, especially in your industry when your job is to not only look good, but to make your opponent look good.
Right.
So
Exactly.
if you're not both working at your peak level, you're shortchanging not only the fans, but each other.
Mhm.
And that's a quick way to lose trust, I would assume, especially in your industry.
Exactly.
When trust is so very important, you have your safety and your life in each other's hands.
Right,
Yeah.
and Gangrel put it, like, the right way, like, you don't wanna be that person that people find out they're working, you're like, "Ah, I'm working this guy." You wanna be that person, like, when somebody finds out they're working, like, "Oh, great, I get an easy night, like, I love working with this person." You don't wanna be that person, like
So, I mean, and any job where there's two people working it, you'll find that they always have that one person. They're like, "Oh, great, this is gonna be a great shift because it's me and
Yeah.
you,"
yeah,
or it's like, "Oh no, this is gonna be forever." Like,
right, exactly, exactly.
Not this guy again.
They're like, "Oh, get a
so
load of this guy, oh no."
I'm like, I can't do this anymore." Which I'm sure how Eddie feels 9 times out of 10 when working wrestling. But
Yeah. Fuck
so
this guy.
Ruthie, so all right, so you've shared the locker room with some serious talent, and you've learned from under Gangrel, and you said that the piece of advice that he gave you that's kind of still sticks with you is to enjoy the journey and not just focus on the end. In terms of another in ring talent, someone your peers, what is some advice that you've received that you kind of taken as this sounds good, this is right, like
From, like, in-ring talent, like, people I've worked with?
yeah, from like an area, not just from your Gangrel who was teaching
Gotcha.
you everything, right? So like, has anyone imparted any advice on you?
Yeah, definitely a lot. Like, I've gotten great advice from a lot of people that I've worked with. I can't name the people, but the advice that I've gotten for sure is like, don't take
Mhm.
everything personally, for sure, especially in wrestling when people are just going after what is hot, just like any entertainment industry. So don't take anything personally. And like
Right.
another thing I would say that like somebody gave me that was good was this is called the wrestling business, not the wrestling
Mm,
passion. I don't care how
Mhm.
like, they don't care how passionate you are, like, they don't. This is called the wrestling business, not the wrestling
Yeah.
passion, like, for a reason. All that passion isn't gonna get you paid.
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's honest.
But, you know what? You hit a very notable, point there, realizing that it's the wrestling business, not the wrestling passion, because, we've had, other talent on the show as well, and one of the things that they always, go towards is, like, when we ask them, like, if they could have any match with any person now, or dream matches, stuff like that, they'll be like, who could I draw the most money with? Like, it instantly goes to like a business type of decision. And it's like, oh, you wouldn't want to have this match with this person just because you never had the chance? No, who could I draw the most with in that
Yep.
aspect? So that's actually pretty cool.
Most of the time, crazy enough, it's always the person you don't like, bro. It's always the person you don't like. I don't know why that is, but in wrestling history, always the person you just like, I can't stand this person.
And they turn out to be some of the greatest matches
Yeah.
too. That's the worst part.
I mean,
That's how, like,
that's the cruel joke of the it's the cruel joke of the world. It's the
Yeah.
cruel joke of the world. Like, the one person that you don't like, where all of a sudden it's like, damn it, this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, Ruthie. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, one of the reasons why we were so excited to have you on the show is because we like for our primos, our listeners, to really learn about you as much as they can. So, if there was, if our primos were discovering your work for the first time, what match or moment do you recommend that they start with? Where should they go? What should they look at and, say, this person, if you watch this match, it'll explain who I am. You know what I mean? Like, is there that match out there?
I would say my match with Rio was pretty cool. Like, before my match even started, the crowd saying happy birthday to me. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
They're like,
oh,
"Oh, the crowd
that's
loves this
nice.
girl, but she's a bad guy, but they still love this girl, and she's doing her job as the bad guy." So that'll explain me very well. Even if I know the crowd loves me, I'm gonna do my job and be the bad guy.
That's it. That's it.
no.
Professionalism. That's what I hear. All I heard was professionalism. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, you do a good job of being a bad guy too, because when I was at that match with you and Diamante, I definitely was rooting for Diamante. I was like, boo, Ruthie.
Oh, thanks.
But
I love that. I always thought I was gonna be a good guy. No, I always thought I was gonna be a good guy, but I'm a better bad guy. Crazy enough.
Well, I mean, I feel that's funny. I feel like we've heard that from a lot of people. People are like, everyone just kind of wants to be the face, but when you get that heel heat,
No, everybody wants to be
you're
a
just
heel.
like,
No, you got it wrong.
like,
Everybody wants to be a heel
ah.
in
See,
wrestling.
back, well,
Yeah.
see that then I'm definitely showing my age, because back in the day it was everyone wanted to be that, like, oh no, because that was, I grew up in
No,
the
because the
80s.
problem with wrestling is everybody wants to be a cool heel, but they want to do moves like a face. That's the problem. That's why that.
Mm,
Oh, y'all did
That's
the
okay, so
good.
arms together.
That's good. No, that's good. We're
Because
learning.
you're imparting knowledge. See, that's what's happening here. So, Ruthie, every wrestler that we've had on, and or in ring talent, and especially ones that I've heard the interviews with, um, always kind of has this question thrown at them. So I'm just going to ask it to you as well. Um, what is the "I belong here" moment? When you had that moment when you were wrestling, and you were like, yes, you know what, I first match I had the nerves, or was it the first match where you said, I belong here? When, or have you maybe still not had that moment yet? I'd like to think you have, been in the industry as long as you have, but do you recall what that moment was, when it was, and how it felt?
You know what's crazy? Before every match, I always tell myself I was born to be a wrestler. So I feel
Nice.
like my moment where I feel like I was able to say that, which is like I belong here, would be that's a good question. When did I start saying that? It would probably have to be. Does it have to be a moment in the ring or out of the ring?
Whenever,
Whenever it hit you.
whenever it hit you.
When I got the call from NWA to like sign with the company, that's
Wow.
when it really
Okay.
like
Yeah.
solidified to me because I told myself like my checklist for wrestling was like to get signed before 25, and like
Mhm.
did that at 23. So I feel like that was the moment.
Nice.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get more "I am here" than when you get that call to say, "Put your name on the contract,
Yep.
because we're signing you." So
Yeah.
yeah, that, I mean, that kind of stands to right as like, yep, that's the moment where I'm like, yep, I belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't think I'm pretty sure they don't offer it to everyone. So yeah.
Well, obviously they don't. You're in select talent. You're in select company.
Right.
Okay. So now in that same frame of thought, Ruthie, right, for this next question. So when the bell rings, right, what's your mindset? Are you the five-star athlete proving, something to herself, or are you that woman that knows that you've already arrived? That doesn't matter who's across from you from that ring.
Well, let me say this for real. Once I have my makeup done, my hair's done, and I'm in my gear, I'm the 5-star athlete. It's no more Ruth
Okay.
because my name is Ruth. Okay, so the people around me call me Ruth. If you don't know me, you call me Ruthie. That's how I know you don't know me because you call me Ruthie.
Oh,
Okay. Sorry.
So I'm just saying, like it's general.
Right. No, no, no. I know. I know. I know. I know.
That's just me, to be fair. But
I know. We're playing.
yeah. So for me to become Ruthie Jay, is besides Ruth, I'm not saying my last name. So once I become Ruthie Jay, it's that. Once I walk through that curtain, it's over. It's over. I'm
it's
Ruthie
over.
Jay now. And then once that bell ring, it's go time. So that's how I think of it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean,
All business. I like that. That's just like
I mean,
laying the smack down. That's it. I don't care.
Yeah. Once you have everything
Well,
together, like, because once you're a normal person, you're just yourself. Like, I don't think I'm the 5-star athlete when I walk around in public. But once you put everything
right.
together, you feel like a completely different person.
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So, Ruth, since since you have been in the
Oh, now
industry
you think you know
for
me. You think you know me.
well, hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
hey, we're not doing this Edge theme music. What do you mean? You think you know me?
you
So
think you
anyway,
know me?
Oh,
so
you got it.
well, so Ruthie, as you grow and evolve, because you've been the gold standard and now the five or the golden standard. Someone called you the golden standard. Someone called you the gold standard, but the gold standard, the 5-star athlete. How do you know, or when do you think that you get the inclination that it's time for you to make a change? Whether it be a change in your demeanor, in your character, maybe a change in wardrobe, maybe is it something that just kind of builds over time, or do you just sometimes feel the need that it's just something that needs to happen?
So that's a good question too. You got all the good questions. Jeez, got me thinking tonight. Um,
Hey, look out there now.
you feel yourself getting stale, you know? Once I first started, I knew
Right.
my first gimmick wasn't gonna be my only gimmick. So I just like played around with certain things. Like at first I was gonna call myself the platinum athlete. I was like playing around with certain names. And then I came across 5-star athlete because I was thinking about wrestling. I'm just like, what's the best thing you can get in wrestling? Oh, a 5-star match. And then I thought about it. I was like, I'm the best thing in wrestling. I'm 5 stars. And I thought about it. I was like, that's my whole gimmick. That should be my whole gimmick. I'm the 5-star athlete. What makes me the 5-star athlete? Simple. When I talk, it's 5 stars. When I'm in the ring, it's 5 stars. What I wear is 5 stars. I am 5 stars. So I just put all of that into one person. That's what you see right now.
That is fantastic.
Five-star
I love
answer.
every second of that answer. 5-star answer. Exactly. 5-star answer. Beat me to it, Eddie.
I feel like if you can't explain who you are with your gimmick, you shouldn't have it.
Then you shouldn't be that right. Exactly. I shouldn't have to work extra hard to explain the gimmick. Like this should just be hello.
Exactly. Like I said, a child should be able to understand it.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Because
That makes
you,
sense.
especially because you want to, as an industry, you want to hook the younger audience anyway. So
Exactly.
you want to be able to come. It should be right there what it is. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, Ruthie, then with that same, piggybacking on that same mentality, then, you do come across as someone that is super focused and super disciplined. So, what is your mental routine before a big match? Like, is there any like rituals, music, like mantras that kind of like help you, prayer? I mean, whatever, that help you kind of like lock in, you know, for that moment.
Well, for one, thank you for saying that because it took a lot for me to get to this discipline. Like I told you, I was very immature and crazy. Like I'm Haitian Dominican. Like half of me is crazy and the other half is even crazier. So
He's
thank
crazier.
you for
Yeah.
saying that. Um,
Yeah.
but my mentality, when I go into the ring, this is gonna be somebody's first impression seeing me. This is gonna be somebody's first impression probably seeing women's wrestling. So I never wanna have them leave with a bad impression of me anytime I go out there because it's gonna be somebody's first time seeing me. Like, before I
Mhm.
wrestled, I did dance for 7 years, and I thought the same thing, like, "Ooh, it's gonna be the first time somebody seeing me dance. I don't want them to think I dance like
Okay.
old lady." Once they think you dance like old lady, now you gotta prove them you can't dance like you actually can dance. So that's the same thing, like, once you show somebody you can't wrestle, then you gotta prove to them, "Oh, I can wrestle." And that's harder to do.
Yeah, because once you've lost them, it's like once you lose the trust in something, to get that trust back is never as easy as it was when you originally had it.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's yeah. All right. I actually want to ask another question because usually we're coming into our staple question, but I wanted to ask something else because being you said you're Haitian Dominican descent. So Eddie and I always say representation counts, which is
Mhm.
part of why we do what we do when we are Primos for Life, because we want to, highlight the, all talent, but of course, the Hispanic talent. As a Haitian, as a Dominican descent, like, how
Hold
do
on, before you
you,
say that, the first Latinos were Haitian. Gotta put that out there for the people that don't know.
that's what I'm
Go to the
saying.
back. Now you found
So,
out.
that's what I'm
Oof.
saying. Dropping knowledge. See, everyone's still learning. How important is it for you to control your narrative in terms of your character and your story, knowing that you want to, leave everyone with the great taste of this fantastic woman who is the Haitian Dominican like descent. Like, how important is it to you to be able to create that narrative and to keep it in such a positive light?
Very important because like you said and I said, representation matters. They see one black person, they think we're all alike. I don't know why that's the case, but it is the case. Like one bad experience or one negative feedback from one black person, it affects all of us. So I feel like if
Right.
somebody sees me on TV, they're like, "Oh, this girl could be a wrestler. I can do it." Or if they see me in person, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this girl has knowledge. I want to be smart like her." Like, I just hate the fact that all black people are just in categories because we're black. So
Right.
it sucks, but it is what it is. You can't change the world and you can't fight it either.
Yeah.
But you can do what you're doing, and like I said,
Yeah.
small things in something as wrestling as putting a positive character spin that you have and being the 5-star athlete. Being that I think lends a lot to what young people will see, and young people of different backgrounds, that anybody can do it and anybody can be it.
Right.
Yeah.
And with you doing that, we want to say thank you for that,
Yeah.
because for younger Haitians, Latinos, anybody of any descent, because this not just about Latinos, right? It's about black, white, Chinese, everybody. For anybody to be able to see somebody that they look like and to be able to say, "Wow, they can do it, I can do it."
Yeah.
That means a lot. So we want to thank you for doing that and for giving, um, you know, people someone to look up to or someone to say, you know what, yeah, yeah, and that's a possibility. So thank you for that.
Aw,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
For sure.
much appreciated. Somebody had to do it for me one day, so I would hope I do it for somebody else.
There
Pay it
you go.
forward.
Pay it
Pay it
forward.
forward.
Yeah.
Because mind
That's
you,
it.
the first
Yeah.
time I
Yeah.
saw somebody on TV with wrestling was The Undertaker, and the other person was a black man. So I was intrigued, of course. I was like, "What's this black man doing?"
First of all, why is the black man fighting the dead man? Like, no, run, dude,
You
run.
think
Get out of there.
I was
Get
like,
out of the
"What?"
ring.
I'm like, "What the heck?" And I thought Booker
Yeah.
T looked a little bit like my dad too. So I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh, no.
Dad, no.
Dad, no. Get out of the ring. Why are you spinning around on your back?
Only thing my dad didn't have dreads, but I promise you, in my mind as a 4 or 5-year-old, I'm like, "Oh my god, he looks like my dad."
That's
Yeah,
adorable.
you imagine the dreads off, and you were just like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh no.
Because my dad is like tall and dark skinned like Booker T.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dread.
Oh. So all right. So now, Ruthie, like Ariel mentioned, we are at the end of our staple sandwich lineup, and we have this one final question that we like to ask the talent, right? And obviously, you heard me mention it earlier, so I don't know if you picked it up, but dream match time. You know what I mean? If you could pick one active wrestler from any roster now plus this is the bonus one, an all-time legend. They don't, they could be, with us or, moved on, whatever the case is. Who are the two people that come to mind when it comes to that dream match scenario?
Dream
And now,
match?
mind you, that can be for the biggest draw or for someone you just want to face. Because, like
Right.
Eddie said, some people answer with the biggest draw. Some people answer with who they just would like to ideally face.
Yeah.
So please feel free to answer as you see fit.
So the question is dream match and who I see as like a legend?
Dream match versus a current star and dream match versus a legend.
Okay,
Right.
okay, yeah, all right, I understand. All right.
Yeah, my bad. I got so excited asking that I messed that up. Like Ariel usually asks that question, but again,
Yeah, that's usually an Ariel question. But I threw that last one in kind of it harpooned him. It was just a bad one. Sorry.
Messed me up.
This is a good question. Okay, so current dream match, Bianca Belair.
Nice.
Nice.
The EST versus the 5-star athlete?
Yes.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
she
What a
could, like,
clash.
oh my
I'm
God,
down.
she would throw me everywhere. I know. I would be like,
So down.
because she's so strong.
Or just hang on to that braid. Just be flying around her.
Legend Trish Stratus, definitely. She was one of the first wrestlers I've ever met.
Little Stratisfaction. There you go. Little Stratisfaction. Very nice.
Oh man, what good
answers.
choices.
Those are solid answers.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, because you said Trish Stratus, I always like to throw a little curveball in there though. Attitude Era type matches or like, evolution type matches.
Not like a bra and panties match, dude.
Hey, I didn't want to say it. I'm just saying.
What's the matter with you?
Because they had that. They had the mud wrestling. They had a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? The Attitude Era.
I don't know what kind of interview this is. This is a wrestling interview.
Girl, you better get him. You better get him. You better get his ass. You better get his ass. Get his ass. Well, okay, so Ruthie, I've one now. I have a kind of a curveball question because sometimes we like to do this, and it's a question that we've asked a couple times around, and I'm starting to kind of come around to it as a question that I like to ask our talent towards the end of the interviews. All right, so the 5-star athlete has just had her 5-star match, her 5-star finish. She's feeling 5 stars. She goes to her favorite place to eat for her 5-star post-match victory meal. What is that 5-star meal?
The suspense is killing me.
Man, this is gonna be really, really good, I think.
Shrimp pasta.
Shrimp pasta.
Really? Now, what's the preparation? If I may, because I'm a bit of a foodie. So, what's the preparation in the shrimp pasta? Are we going with just like a Fra Diavolo spicy sauce or traditional red sauce?
I'll say maybe a traditional.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because I have to be in the mood, but if I'm in a good mood, traditional. Like you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Shrimp
right.
pasta. Okay. All right. See, because we've had various answers, so that's why I'm always like, you know what? Let's get to know. Shrimp pasta is a good one. Okay.
Yeah. It'll do the trick, especially when I'm in a good mood, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, comfort food. If that's your 5-star meal, that's your 5-star meal. See, now we're learning a little bit, so I think we can kind of go from Ruthie maybe to Ruth. Maybe we can kind of start crossing over. Now that I know there's shrimp pastas, on that thing.
No, after this interview, you can definitely go to Ruth because this interview was fun.
Oh, thank you. Well, Ruthie, this is the point of our conversation that we would like to give you the floor. We want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and let our primos and primas know where they could find you, see you, locate you. Please, now's the time to give all the social media, whatever you have out there, let our primos know. Where can they find you?
Okay, guys, you can find me on Instagram at ruthie.j and the number 1. You can find me on Facebook at Ruthie Jay. You can find me on Twitter at Superior Queen with the W because special. And you can also find me on Pro Wrestling Tees. Just search up Ruthie Jay.
Oh wow, nice,
very nice. Okay,
fantastic. Ruthie, we would like to once again wholeheartedly and humbly thank you for this amount of time that you've been able to give us, because as I
Yeah.
said before, we know that your schedule is difficult. We know that this interview has, for those for the if you know situation, was definitely more than what a lot of people just heard, but we would truly, and as I said before, humbly thank you so much for giving us your time. You are, as Eddie has been saying to me for the past few weeks, as advertised, just an absolute gem of a human being.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you once again for everything that you do, for the representation of your people, our people, all people, for women, for Latinas, for Black women, for everybody. Thank you for doing what you do.
Yeah.
One
We
love.
appreciate that, and we want that to continue, and we support it so much. So thank you. Keep rocking on. Once again, we would love to have you back. Please
Yeah.
feel free whenever you like. You want to come back? You want to talk about a special, like a PLE? You want to talk about something coming up with you? You just want to sit here and just chat and invite and gripe about wrestling?
Yeah.
Please hit us up. We would love to have you back. You are absolutely fantastic. You're absolutely a doll, and I am so happy that we met. And thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
having me. It was a lot of fun. It was fun meeting you and being on air with you.
Thank
And it was fun talking to you. No, but
you.
Ruthie, no, I know Ariel said it perfectly. And all the only thing I'm going to add is just keep being the amazing athlete that you are. I mean, the fantastic person that you are outside of the ring with the fans. Please keep that engagement up because it makes a huge difference. It makes me bring, more people to the shows. And when I tell them, oh, yeah, if you go up to this person, they're awesome. They love taking pictures. They love signing this and that, and they get to truly experience it themselves. I do my best to bring people that are not diehard wrestling fans
Mhm.
so they could fall in love with what I've fall in love with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So keep being that representation, keep being that amazing talent that you are, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. You are fantastic. You have
Yes,
a
you are.
home here with us at Primos for Life.
You're a
And
prima.
like you're a
You're officially
prima.
a prima. You're a
That's
prima.
it. You're
You are officially
official.
a prima now. That's it. Like
That's it.
it's game over. You're invited to all the cookouts. You're invited to all the dinners. You're invited to all of it. All right.
Yeah.
That's it's
Yeah.
happening.
Yay.
So, and please look, you'll be getting some follows from me on all the platforms. So if you see AV Sweater 10, it's not some creepy random dude, it's just me. So if you get a message like, hey, it was nice talking to you, don't be like, who the hell? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so very much, Ruthie. We appreciate you. You truly are one of a kind. Thank you so much for your time.
No,
Yeah.
thank you
You're the
guys.
best.
Have a good night. Definitely have to go to bed. I think I have to be at the noon tomorrow. I think
Oh,
Oof.
girl.
Well, we'll cut that part out.
Better. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we know.
yeah, definitely
Yeah, we'll
cut
cut that
that. Oh,
part.
I
We
forgot I was
got
still
you. We
recording.
got you.
I
Secrets.
know. I forgot I was recording. I was thinking about tomorrow.
It's all good, girl.
It's
It's
all
all
good.
See, but that's good because that means you're comfortable. That you
Yeah,
forgot that we were even recording, so that means you're comfortable, and that means that we're all doing the right
Yeah.
thing.
yes, you guys are
Yeah.
cool. Definitely, I'll try to keep you guys updated on my shows that are coming up. Are you guys in South Florida, right?
Please do.
I'm
Eddie's
in
in Florida.
Florida.
I'm in New York.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that
if you so Eddie said that he saw you in Jersey. If you in New York, New Jersey, well, actually I'm in Jersey, but front of the border. If you're in New York, New Jersey, please let me know. I'd love to come out and see you. If I'm down in Florida with Eddie, we definitely coming to see you.
All right,
yeah.
bet. Sounds like a plan.
Ruthie, thank you so very much. Truly, on a wonderful, amazing human being. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night.
Good
You the same
night. Take
anytime.
care.
All right, bye.
Bye. Wow, right?
Bro, she's great. She's great. She's very for someone who's sitting as young as she is, she's good head on her shoulders, and I love the fact that she just kept reiterating that her maturity level has gone up from when she started to where she is now. So
Yeah.
that's great, man. Smart person. She's a good head on her shoulders. It's great, man.
Yeah.
I look
Yeah.
forward to hearing a lot coming from her.
Yeah, man. And it's just, I mean, and that's through a conversation. Imagine in person, dude. In person, she is such a sweetheart. She is like I said, and I mentioned it earlier. Like she's very attentive. She's very, in the moment with you. If it's
That's
whether it's
great.
taking a photo or signing something, or when fans are like, "Hey, so when are you coming to town next?" Oh, I don't know. This was
Right.
last minute, but just follow my page and you'll be able to see this. Like
Right.
no, everyone is heard and everyone is seen when it comes to that interaction. And I think that's what makes, you know, wrestling in general. I mean, especially independent wrestling, incredible. It's just not just the incredible matches,
Mm.
but the interactions, the fan experience. You know what I mean? So
Well, I figure with the more independent scene, the fan interaction is that much greater, so it does mean that much more.
yeah, exactly.
So something when it comes to someone who like Ruthie is so down to just give everyone a little bit of her time, and not just to us for the interview we just did, but like you said, it's autograph signings or pictures or whatever. I'm sure every chance she gets, whoever asks, she's not going to. I doubt a no would come out of her mouth. So that's
Yeah.
just she's great, and I mean, hopefully nothing but good things coming up for her in the future because she's fantastic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Super happy that she gave us the time. Very grateful. And I mean,
Yeah,
I,
I want to apologize to you, man, because I feel like sometimes I was cutting you off because like there's a couple things she said, like I was like, oh man, like that makes sense, and then like I just started talking and I felt like you wanted to say something. I was like, ah, damn it, man, I feel like I
no,
stepped on
no,
his
no, you're
toe,
good.
man, like
This is why we do what we do, man. We want to learn. We want to get to know them. And you know what? It's the fact that she felt really comfortable with us. I mean, that's ultimately the goal. So
right,
I'm happy. It's a win-win
right,
no matter what. So I'm excited. Yeah.
right.
Can't
I'll
wait to
take
put
it.
this one out.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun time. It should be a good listen to our audience. Hopefully, they enjoy listening to it as much as we enjoyed doing it because it was fun. It was definitely a good one, and especially with, for those real quick, that episode was not as smooth as it's gonna come out to be. There, woo, man, that through
Yeah.
no fault of anybody. It was truly technical glitches and stuff like that, but
It'll be fun.
took some time to get there. But it was worth it. Definitely worth it. This time, the juice was worth the squeeze.
There you go. Bueno, primo, let's take this opportunity to go ahead and thank our primos and primas, our listeners, for the likes, the love, the subscribes, the forwarding, all of it,
All of it,
through
all of it,
all
all
the
of it, all of it,
platforms that
all of it,
we are
all of it.
currently on that you could find where? At primosforlife.com. And what do they need to do?
Smash the like button. Just
Yeah.
keep smashing it. Smash it,
Smash,
smash
smash,
it,
smash.
smash it. Subscribe, like, whatever button that is, whatever it is, follow or whatever it is, please do so.
Follow.
Please, please do so. This is a great ride. We always say it's a lot better when you're on it with us. And we always get much more excited when we know you guys are out there listening. Guys and gals, once again, are out there listening to us and just kind of rooting along. So we really appreciate it. Please feel free, comment, like, share. Reach out to us if you want to get on an episode. Please, we want to talk to people. We want to talk to everybody, not just talent, not just people that we know. If you're if you're just a fan from somewhere, hey, give us a shout. If you have a working phone, we can try something.
Yeah.
So please feel free, give us a shout. We love you guys. We couldn't do this without you. It warms our heart to know that you guys are out there listening. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah, man. Nicely done. Nicely said, man. Well, entonces, primo, you know what to do, man.
Well, with all that said and done, I'm not going to drag this on any longer. I will just put it to bed the way we normally do. Nos vemos cuando nos vemos. Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah. We will see you when we see you. Take care, y'all.
Buenas noches.